Hi, fifth graders. We are going to do the application. It's in our Blue Spine Learn book, and it is on page 9. On page 9, you'll find your lesson 2 application problem. All right, let's take a look. We're going to read, draw it out, and write an answer. So starting with reading. Mr. Hopkins has a 1-meter wire he's using to make clocks. Each 4th meter is marked off and divided into 5 smaller equal lengths. If Mr. Hopkins bends the wire at 3/4 of a meter, what fraction of the smaller marks is that? Okay, a lot happened in that problem, so let's start at the very beginning. It says Mr. Hopkins has a 1-meter wire he's using to make clocks. Let's draw that. So I'm going to do a line going across. I'm going to make it kind of big because I know I'm going to need to be marking things in the 1 meter. So here, there we go. Right here is where it's 0 meters, and then it goes all the way to 1 meter in length. Next part. Each 4th of a meter is marked off. Okay, I'm going to stop there. So remember, if I want 4 parts, take away a finger, I use 3 lines. So make it in the center. I'm going to put 1 in the very middle, and then 2 more lines kind of in the halfway point between the 2 sections that I have. So 1 about there and 1 about there. So just to make things really clear, let's label these. So this is 0 meters. I could also say this is 0 out of 4 sections, 0/4 of a meter. What would the next one be? If I have from here to here, I have 1/4 of a meter. What comes next? 0/4, 1/4, 2/4 of a meter. Next, 3/4 of a meter. And last one, 4/4 of a meter. Just remember 4/4, if you have 4 out of 4 sections, you have the whole thing, you have 1 meter. Okay, and so I've just marked off the 4th, every 4th meter is marked off. And then it's divided into 5 smaller equal lengths. So they're saying this 1/4 of a meter there, they're going to mark it off into 5 smaller pieces. So remember, 5 pieces, take away a finger, I need 4 lines to draw that. So in between 0 and 1/4, I'm going to add 4 lines, do my best to keep them equal. Do about 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now I have 1 piece, 2 piece, 3, 4, and 5 pieces. So remember, 5 pieces needs 4 lines. I'm going to do the same thing now between 1/4 and 2/4. So remember, 5 pieces, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Let's do it again between 2/4 and 3/4. 5 pieces, 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And one last section between my 3/4 and 1 meter. I need 5 sections, draw 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So I've done that part. Let's keep reading. And pause, of course, if you need more time in order to do this. If Mr. Hopkins bends the wire at 3/4 of a meter, so he's bending it right here, that was this one, what fraction of the smaller marks is that? Okay. In order to figure that out, I need to see how many total pieces I even have. So I'm just thinking I could count and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could count all the way. But a simpler way, How many pieces should there be between 0/4 and 1/4? That should be 5 pieces. Between 1/4 and 2/4 should be another 5, another 5, and another 5. So how many total pieces should I have the wire cut into or marked? 5, 10, 15, 20. There's going to be 20 of these pieces. So right here, this would be 0/20. The next one would be 1/20, 2/20. And I could do the same thing. I could count all the way and say 2/20, 3/20, 4/20, 5/20, 6/20, 7/20, 8/20, all the way until I get to here. Can you think of an easier way? I need to figure out how many 20ths there are. What would be equivalent to 3/4? What did we talk about before? Let's show it here. So I'm trying to see 3/4 would be how many 20ths? Do you remember how to solve this? If you do, pause and I want you to figure it out. How many 20ths is that? If you need a little help, here's my hint. Going from 4 to 5, what would I multiply by? 4 times what equals 20? Pause if that helps you to help you solve. Okay, if you need a little bit more help, remember 4 times 5 is 20. And I know that whatever I do on the bottom, I have to do that exact same thing on the top in order for them to be equal. Now can you finish solving? So our answer should be 3 times 5 is 15. So 3/4 and 15/20 are the same thing. So the question was, what fraction of the smaller marks is that? So I'm going to say, actually, I want you to try and write it in a sentence. So pause now and you can double check. Okay, there's so many ways you could write that. I think I'm going to say 15/20 meter is the same as, oops, it should be a 3/4 meter. And you could phrase this so many different ways. 15/20 is the fraction of the smaller marks. Or 3/4 meter would be 15/20 meter with the smaller marks. Anything like that. All right, that is it for today. Good job.